4,000 workers at the General Motors plant in Spring Hill anxiously wait to hear the fate of their jobs. Well, like you said before, they haven't determined whether or not this was a tornado or straight line winds that hit Lawrence County. But when you see damage like this tree that has been completely uprooted, and we're seeing this throughout the county, you can see why people are questioning this. I have the perfect activity for you to do on this cold day.
I'm all ears.
Now, the city of Lebanon is having their 9th annual polar bear plunge, and it benefits Special Olympic athletes of Wilson County. It's at 9 a.m. at the Jimmy Floyd Family Center. Perfect cold day activity. One thing about bed bugs is they're indiscriminate. They can be found in 1-star hotels and 5-star hotels, and they can travel in just about anything, including your cell phone. Finance records show the newly named treasurer of the Tennessee Democratic Party made large contributions to Republicans, including Governor Bredesen's opponents in 02 and 06. With gas prices inching closer to $4 a gallon, imagine filling up a tank of gas for less than 20 bucks. Even 1 year after the tornado, remnants of the damage still remain. And some of the tornado victims say they still need help, but they're not getting it. The economy means slow sales at car lots, restaurants, but come on, Girl Scout cookie sales. The victims are diverse, everyone from home builders to nursing homes to everyday car owners, victimized by thieves looking for scrap metal. Well, today, the Tennessee House of Representatives passed one of the toughest laws in this country.
Tiani?
Well, here's something else you may not know. When it comes to U.S. passenger rights in this country, the airlines make the rules, and you're pretty much at their mercy. In other countries, some governments have actually stepped in to make sure that your rights and their citizens are protected. Good evening. It's the day Titans fans look forward to all year long, NFL Draft Day. And who did the team take? Joe Dubin has more. This weekend, Tennessee shoppers are enjoying buying many things without the state and local sales tax. The savings amounts to almost 10 cents on the dollar. But this savings cost the state around $15 million during what's become a very tight budget year. And now there's talk that the tax-free weekend could be the last one for at least this time of the year.
The state budget is in trouble right now.
There's a second sales tax-free weekend in the late summer just before school starts. So far, there has been little talk of eliminating it. Robertson County honored more than 60 veterans who lost their lives in World War II. A monument was unveiled in the city square to commemorate those soldiers. News 2's Aaron Steinbrickel has the story. The memorial was made possible by a fundraiser held last June by the Robertson County Chamber of Commerce. Thanks, Davis. A worker in Murfreesboro was killed after falling off of a construction site early this afternoon. Officials say a 32-year-old man was working on the Embassy Suites Hotel and Conference Center on Medical Center Parkway when he fell 100 feet down a ventilation shaft. It's not clear why he fell. The man was discovered around noon by a co-worker, but officials say there were no witnesses. The victim's name is not being released. A former legislator is thinking about running for governor. Kim McMillan served as Majority House Leader for the State House of Representatives, and now she's forming an exploration committee to look into a run for Tennessee's top job. The Clarksville Democrat is currently a director at Austin Peay State University. This is the first official move anyone's made towards running for governor in 2010. Coming up next, thousands of runners take over the streets of Nashville for the Country Music Marathon. It's a story News 2 couldn't believe until we went and saw for ourselves. A report of a young girl in DCS custody whose mother claims for almost a week has been sitting in a Dixon County DCS lobby from 6:30 in the morning until 6:30 at night when she's taken to a girl's home.
I'm back and forth all day long and she's just sitting there, you know, doodling on a page.
This mother, who we will not identify, says she handed her daughter over to DCS almost a year ago because her 13-year-old daughter was abusing her siblings. She thought she was doing the best thing for all of her children. However, when we arrived to this DCS office, we found the young girl not in school, not working with a counselor, but sitting at a small table in a lobby reading a book. Her mother tells us her reading choices in the lobby are limited, but do include pamphlets on sexually transmitted diseases.
Well, she's learned all about chlamydia, and that in particular she wanted to tell me about.
What's even more surprising is the girl's mother says her daughter is enrolled here at New Direction School. Granted, Dixon County has been on spring break, but Monday and Tuesday, the kids were back in school. We called DCS, and a spokesperson told us while they can't comment on this particular case, DCS has been working very hard on this case for a long time now, and it's not something we consider appropriate. Besides not being in school, the girl's mother says she noticed her daughter looked dirty, her hair greasy. When she asked her daughter about this, she said she hadn't showered since last week.
They're taking her there so late at night. She's getting there late in the evening, and the girls that are already there are on a schedule, and she doesn't fit into that schedule. Basic common things that you can't even deny an inmate. She is being denied.
Her question is, who can she go to?
If it were me doing this with her, they would be ready to take her away from me. There's no one to complain to about DCS.
In Dixon County, Tiani Jones, News 2.
DCS is now making sure one of the children in its care is getting an education.
After our News 2 story, she is back in school, but her mother is concerned that it may have taken a news story to make that happen. Well, it looks like a rainy wrap-up to this weekend. Davis, is there any relief in sight? Metro Police used a helicopter and K-9 units to track a man through a Nashville neighborhood this morning. Justin Bruce was the only news crew on the scene when police found their suspect. Gray is being held on bond at the Metro Jail. He faces charges for assault, kidnapping, burglary, and evading arrest. You have a little less than 7 hours to take advantage of Tennessee's sales tax holiday. It ends at 11:59 tonight. The holiday allows tax-free purchases on school supplies, art supplies, and clothing priced under $100, and computers priced at $1,500 or less. We're still a month away from the start of summer, but boaters in Middle Tennessee say they can already tell there will be fewer boats on the water this year. As News 2's Jamie Tucker shows us, fuel prices will keep a lot of boaters on the docks. Folk artist Emmylou Harris and the late Ernest Pop Stoneman will be inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame tonight. Vince Gill and Patty Griffin are among those set to salute Harris with music. Charlie Louvin of the Louvin Brothers will do the official induction. Harris said last month it moved her deeply to be going into the hall.
It's a great...
Hundreds of people are being told to leave their homes in Southern California because of a wildfire. We're told that more than 400 firefighters are out working to put the blaze out. Firefighters say the blaze is about 5% contained and will probably burn for the next 2 or 3 days. It's not clear what started the fire. Thankfully, no homes have been damaged. Just a little further down the coast, an 8-mile stretch of beach in San Diego is closed this weekend following that deadly shark attack on Friday. The beaches are being patrolled as the search for sharks continues. We have more from ABC's Miguel Marquez. It's been a deadly month for Fort Campbell soldiers in Iraq. 2 101st soldiers were killed Wednesday. The Army says Timothy Cunningham and John Bishop's vehicle rolled into a canal. Soldier Sean Whitehead was killed by a bomb on Thursday.
This is absolutely racist.
Issa Tayeb, director of the Tennessee Kurdish Community Council, was shocked when he heard of a statement posted on the Williamson County Republicans' website.
There are 8,000 Kurdish immigrants living here in Nashville trying to repay our hospitality by robbing us and dealing drugs. The outrage. Did anyone see any coverage of this on any mainstream media? Why not?
Posted right on the front page, right below a message from the organization's chairman, Doug Grindstaff.
Our Republican Party is a big tent party and includes people of diverse backgrounds, religions, races.
In a section titled Outrage of the Week, a statement accusing a group of people, 8,000 they write, of being criminals.
This is really not something that we expect from a political party to post something like this on their website.
This posting was actually put on the Williamson County GOP back in July. It was local bloggers who first discovered it. Many in the Kurdish community didn't even know about it.
It should be removed as soon as possible.
We did try to reach the Williamson County GOP for comment for this story. It appears the outrage was not only against the 8,000 Kurdish Americans in Nashville, but the media for not reporting on the conviction of 2 criminals who just so happened to be of Kurdish descent.
They don't represent the entire Kurdish community.
Tayeb says he has a message for the party's leaders. He says they aren't just Kurds.
As members of the Kurdish community are citizens who can vote.
Tiani Jones, News 2. Today we heard from the Williamson County GOP chairman Doug Grindstaff, the author, we learned today, of the outrage comment. He declined an on-camera interview but said over the phone, "We didn't mean to insult anybody." And as far as calling 8,000 Kurds criminals, he said that was very poorly worded. and that's not what I meant it to come across as. Just minutes after that conversation with the chairman, the Williamson County Republican Party pulled the statement from their website.